Hey, welcome back to Dogtography. Today is episode number 3 of a 4-part series about how to know if you want to become a professional dog photographer. I highly suggest you go back and watch episode number 1 and number 2 to kind of catch up to where we are in the part of the process. Today we're going to talk all about how to find education to teach you how to be a dog photographer. If you're brand new to photography, cameras, photographing dogs, the whole thing, where do you get started? Today, I'm gonna share some of my inside secrets. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Andrea Fleury and welcome to Dogtography. My channel is all about how to take better images of your dog and how to create some really super fun memories. I walk you through different tips and tutorials and techniques. I sometimes show you behind the scenes of my professional career as a dog photographer, all while just trying to have some fun and enjoy time with our dogs. When I first decided that I wanted to get into photography and I knew that I wanted to start taking images of pets, I was like, okay, that's great and all, but how do I use a camera? Like, I didn't even know where to get started. I hadn't been taking pictures with anything other than my cell phone. And I knew that to kind of take it to that next level, I had to learn how to take pictures properly with a professional style camera. Now, in the next episode in this series, I'm going to get into camera equipment and what I started with and all that kind of stuff. But today I want to specifically focus on where to go to find out how to learn how to take pictures of dogs or whatever pet you decide or animal you decide you want to take photos of. So when I first started, I just Googled it. I am a big time online course connoisseur. I have so many online courses, it's ridiculous. But COVID had just happened. I was a stay-at-home mom. I couldn't go back to school. There is no formal school type education, to my knowledge, to just teach people how to photograph pets. So I turned to Google and I found some resources. Now, I have done many different pet photography courses. I have a bit of a problem, as I kind of said, where I like to absorb an extreme amount of content in a very short period of time. But because I've done a lot of the resources, I can highly recommend one in particular to you. So I started my journey with Unleashed Education early 2020, I believe. And it is run by 2 fantastic, amazing, beautiful photographers that I can only aspire to be like myself, Craig Turner Bullock and Charlotte Reeves. They run Unleashed Education and I owe them everything. They are the 2 people that taught me and gave me everything I needed to know with the craft of photography. So back then it looked a little bit different than their program is now. They have a membership that you can join, and I will link all of this below. I should say, by the way, because this is very important, I am not an affiliate. I'm not getting paid to say any of this. I'm sharing this strictly because it's how I started. It's the resource that I use and continue to use today. So because I've tried it and I know it and I love them, yes, I want to help promote them and support them, but it's what I still use. So of course I'm going to recommend it if I love it. I share everything that I love. So the great thing about their program and their membership is they have what's called Real Shoots courses. So you get to watch Charlotte go out on a real professional dog shoot, and she teaches you everything that she's doing along the way, from the equipment she's using to the settings she's using and why, to how she picks out locations, to posing dogs and people. Anything and everything you could ever want to know is in this resource. So what you do when you go through their membership is you just start watching the videos, and then they have a workbook. So I'm this much of a nerd that I printed the workbook out and had it spiral bound so that I can open it up and read the lessons and study the imagery and study the settings and go through it. They have quizzes and stuff that goes with each module so that you can kind of follow along and make sure that you're actually, taking and retaining the information. And then you go out and put it to practice. It's brilliant. It is the step-by-step kind of hand-holdy thing that, I needed because I wasn't experienced with either photography and or dogs in any way. So it was perfect. They also focus on editing tutorials, so teaching you how to edit things, from like how to remove leashes to how to edit cataracts and like dogs' eyes, how to remove like eye boogers, and how to edit sunsets, and how to edit backlight and turn images into black and white. Like anything that you could imagine that isn't just like how to specifically edit pets, but how to edit like an image as a whole, you're going to find in their program. The other thing that they offer that I have for sure have taken advantage of is their private mentoring. So both Charlotte and Craig, at least at current, I don't know if this might change, offer one-on-one mentoring, and I have worked with both, and they both offer kind of like different opinions and different styles and different types of advice depending on what you're looking for. But if you can afford it and you want to fast track your abilities, I highly suggest that you look into their mentorship program as well. So when it comes to education, you also are going to want to look for education that caters to the style that you think that you might be interested in. Now, I've recommended Unleashed Education. They only teach outdoor photography. They have a few classes that focus on like indoor studio, but that is not their main like focus. So they are more for people that are interested in working outdoors and dogs only. They don't have a lot with any other type of animal. So I suggest if you're interested in studio work, studio photography, equine photography, feline photography, anything like that, is just to go to Google and start doing your own research. I guarantee you will be able to find a course on whatever type of animal you want to take pictures of. There are plenty of equine photography courses out there that will teach you how to take pictures of horses and work with horses. Same with felines. If you have a favorite photographer that you really enjoy, you can always ask them, do they have a recommendation of where to go to learn for their particular niche or style of photography? If you're interested in studio work, there are plenty of dog-specific studio photographers out there that have courses. I've just never done them, so there's none of them that I can really specifically recommend, but I know that they're out there. So what if you're saying to me, okay, well, Andrea, that's nice and that's good and all, but I can't afford this. Like, I can't afford to learn how to do this. I have a couple thoughts for you. I mean, you can learn anything for free on YouTube. So go to YouTube, pull up tutorials. You're gonna spend more time and your energy like searching for things, because the unfortunate part about YouTube is you don't get that like hand-holding progression of like what you need to know, because you're so busy trying to find the video to like fill in the next step of what, and you just kind of end up all over the place. So I know that's like, because I've done it and I've tried it myself. But the other thing that I have to say is if you don't have the financial resources to learn how to do this, you're gonna really struggle when it comes to the next step, which is investing in your equipment. Photography, from my experience, is not an inexpensive thing to get into. It definitely costs a lot of money. And I know up front that's really super challenging for people. I think though what I do find with online education is it is relatively inexpensive in comparison to going to college or university or investing in like night school courses. So to me, it's worth every penny, and it will give you like the return on investment into a course like this that may, I don't even know what the membership rate is right now because I pay for a year and I just go like yearly, but is, you know, this is teaching you a career. So if you look at it in terms of I will make money with this eventually, you will pay off your education, no doubt, if you run your business correctly. So there you have it. There are my resources for education and where to go and how to turn to, you know, using your computer and Google to help direct your way. There is an ocean of possibilities out there in terms of education. Answer and watch the videos up until now, answer the questions, find the direction you want to go in, and then find some education that will help give you the credentials and the confidence and the skills and the ability and the practice that you need to turn this into a viable business. Stay tuned for episode 4, the last one, to learn all about the basic equipment that you need to get started. Until I see you next Saturday, go out and take some pictures of your dogs and make some memories. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.